Alright guys, welcome back to game number 2 of a Fistful of Tangoes loser bracket final. And it is S4 versus Synderen. S4, well, spoiler alert, those of you tuning in live obviously may have just seen. Those of you in the VODs, well, this is game number 2. You should check out game number 1 first. S4 did manage to win game number 1, playing on the Dire side as the windrunner. This time he's on the Radiant side. Synderen swapped over. He's going to win this game number 2, and we're going to see whether or not he can do it. Force the 1v1 Shadow Fiend showdown for the game number 3. He's gone for the Mantle, Branches, Tango, and Salve as his starting items. S4 going for, well, stats as well as Tango and Salve. I like this build coming out from him. Luna, a hero like SF, you need all the stats. You need the HP, for obvious reasons. You need the damage coming from the agility, and you also need the intel for the Lucent Beams to harass as much as possible and just make sure you have the mana to sustain those Lucent Beam harass. So we'll see both of them probably going for that fast bottle. Something we haven't always seen. We actually saw S4 go for an not unusual, but a different build with his Shadow Fiend. He went for his treads, he went for a bracer, he went for a magic wand, then he got the bottle around like the 10-minute mark. He didn't go straight for the bottle, he decided he'd get it later on once he was ahead. Once he got that first kill and was winning the lane, he says, okay, a bottle now will give me complete and utter control. I can get a rune and win this lane. And that's really what it comes down to. Once, especially when you get that first kill, that's when you control the lane and can be almost guaranteed to get more runes. And if you can get something like a haste rune or an invis rune or a double damage rune, those can be runes which can just completely turn the tides of a mid matchup. And that's where we saw S4 deciding later on the bottle would have been a better decision, not to get right off the start. He needed the boots, he needed the HP more. That was against the Pudge. That was an SF versus Pudge where HP was much more valuable to him. But here we're seeing Luna versus Windrunner. So I think, especially for the Windrunner, you need to rush the bottle. For the Luna, maybe you can go for a more farm-oriented build where you're not having to look to get the bottle to stay in the matchup. As whoop, there you go. CS's bar back up. S4 on the Radiant side. We saw Synderen really struggle with the last hits on the Luna side for the first couple of creep waves, and that's something which S4 needs to be careful not to happen if he wants to stand a chance here, playing on this Radiant side, playing on the Luna, and he's done a much better job so far. Right off the bat, 3-2 CS, Synderen 0 and 1. So Synderen, I mean, he's really a really smart, intelligent laning player, and we saw he came back despite the poor last hitting in that first couple of creep waves, but last hitting has so far not been his forte in this 1v1 Fistful of Tangoes series, but he makes up for it in other areas. He has his other areas where he shines and is a lot better than some of these top players, and that's the decision making. He's really good at making the right decisions, knowing when to go in, knowing when he can get those kills. We saw it last game where he got the haste rune and should have got the kill. He knew he could have got one. That's why he chased down bottom lane. He knew S4 was checking that rune. Even without the vision of him, he knew exactly where S4 was. His map sense is fantastic. Unfortunately, he did get outmaneuvered there by some trees and some great fogging from S4, but this time we're going to see how we can do a winner. He's actually trying to fight S4 here. Interesting choice there. S4 forced to pop the Salve. Synderen has one of his own there. As the Windrunner as well, hoping to keep him alive. And there's a level 2 Lucent Beam here. Actually just going to get thrown out to disrupt Synderen and Salve. Also get him down nice and low. Still a couple hundred gold away from his bottle, whereas S4, 550 gold. He's going to see bottle action very, very soon with one more last hit. He gets that easily. Synderen, one creep hit, doesn't actually hit S4. You need to try land the power shot on both creeps, get the creep kill, and then also get S4 with him behind. That's what we saw S4 last game. He didn't fully charge up those power shots. He'd sort of cut it short, did not give time for Synderen to actually dodge it. And if you fully charge it up, it's much easier for S4 to dodge. We saw him run forward there, make sure he doesn't get hit by it, and make sure it's only Synderen getting one creep. And that's a creep that Synderen could have got just by normalized hitting. So 100 mana, wasted, 120 at level 10. And once again, he uses another Lucent Beam. Problem is this time, S4 is just going to go in right in for the kill. He's going to get a first blood. 2 points in Lunar Blessing, giving him the extra damage needed. And Synderen gets outplayed. He didn't have the mana for Windrun. He used the power shot, which didn't give him any mana left over for a Windrun. S4 takes advantage of it. His bottle comes out, and the problem is, yep, Synderen had his bottle. He bought his bottle just in time. If he didn't get his bottle there, that would have been absolutely disastrous. But even so, that is a terrible, terrible start for the man on the Dire side. The man formerly known as MTW Synderen, now just known as Synderen. And he is now down one kill, a familiar sight as we saw it last game. But even last game when he was down a kill, he almost turned it around. He showed signs of brilliance. We'll have to see whether or not he can do that once again. He needs to have some smart map sense here. Problem is, he's now level 3, just about to hit level 4. And Luna, what? Level 5. This is going to be level 6 Luna very, very soon. And Luna's going to save this haste rune. What I imagine we're going to see here from S4 is save the haste rune, get level 6, then use the haste rune for a kill. Or at least that's going to be your go-to plan. Synderen's got to see this haste rune now and think, okay, this is danger zone. This is dangerous. If Luna gets 6, I'm dead. Although he's probably thinking Luna's a long way off 6 because he's only level 4.5. So he's thinking maybe Luna's just hit 5. But problem is Luna's actually very close to level 6 because of that kill. because of Synderen being out of the lane, there's actually a big level difference, and this creep wave will get level 6 for S4. He already starts to harass, throws one Lucent Beam. Synderen needs to start bottling up as soon as possible. Oh, he's just going to pop the haste room now. Lucent Beam, is he going to go for the kill now? No. Oh, he's thinking about going back up. He's actually just going to use the haste rune to ensure that he gets this rune, so decides not to use the haste rune, save it for his ultimate and to getting a kill. He's just going to pick up a rune using it, go back to mid lane. He's got the Tranquil Boots now, and he's almost level 6. Synderen, while S4's out of lane, made that opportunity to get him some farm, to get him some last hits. Oh, mana being wasted, Windrun just being completely rushed, preemptively used off. It's not going to help against the Lucent Beam, but it could have dodged maybe an attack, but nothing of the sort came out. Maybe he was thinking S4 is level 6, but he's now going to hit level 6. And he's also now got his Tranquil Boots up, so he's got the heal. So even if he's getting hit by power shots, he can shrug that off with this Tranquil Boot regen, and this is going to be really hard for Synderen to stay in lane now. S4 has just got, he's got the map control, he's got, sorry, the lane control. Synderen, he's got the level 3 in power shot. He needs to try and get some runes. Whenever the rune's about to spawn, you've got to spam it out using that power shot. Problem is, it's going to be dangerous going for runes when there's an eclipse coming into play now, especially if S4 can hit level 7. Then that eclipse is going to start doing more and more damage. Synderen doesn't even have his boots, so he can't outrun it. And also just going for runes, it's not very cost effective because he doesn't have those boots. He's much slower, and he wastes a lot more time out of lane. S4, more harass coming out, forces a Windrun. He's just trying to waste mana now. He knows that Synderen has no boots, and basically if he doesn't use Windruns, S4 just keeps right clicking him and kills him. Couple right clicks, Lucent Beam, and then suddenly Synderen's dead. And we're just seeing it once again. Oh, this power shot is no mana. Synderen has no mana here. Well, if he spots this, he can go in for the kill. He can go diving. He can really look to punish that. And, well, Synderen, he may just have to go back to base here. I don't know what options he has. He can try camp a rune. He either goes back to base or he hopes to camp a rune. And if he camps a rune and he guesses wrong, it's GG. There's no way he can really come back in. He's going to be so underleveled, so underfarmed. This is, to me, Synderen just got completely destroyed, and now he's forced to take a huge risk. This rune has to spawn bottom for him. Otherwise, he's lost. And even if it spawns bottom, he's still completely behind. He's still so far behind. It doesn't even spawn bottom. It's going to be top. He's going to come through the bottom lane. Problem is, you can't get top rune. S4 will not let you pass, and S4 saw him. He's going to see Synderen without rune, I think. If he sees he's got no rune, he's like, okay, rune is top. Great. That's my rune now. He should go for it. He may look to cut off Synderen. He knows if Synderen goes... Synderen's actually got his boots now, so Synderen can't be completely chased down. But look at this. He's zoning him. Synderen can't get around. Luna is acting as a body blocker here. Synderen wants to go for that rune, and S4 says, nah, you can't have it. And this is S4. He clears off the creep wave. He even runs through the lane. Oh, he's not even going to go for the rune. Maybe he's just faking. He's faking it. He's not actually going for the rune. What a fake from S4. He pretended to be going for the rune. He was actually waiting in the trees here. Incredible play from S4. Really smart play from him. He's going to take the 2-0 victory. And boys, it is actually S4 coming through the loser bracket, taking out Synderen. Synderen goes home after a fantastic run through the winner bracket. He made it all the way to the winner bracket finals, where he fell to Fear. He made it to the final 3. He lost to Fear in a best of 3, and here he is losing in a best of 3 to S4. S4 takes him out 2-0, and that means we're going to be down to just 2 now. S4 and Fear in the grand finals. Goodbye to Synderen. Great performance put up by him, but unfortunately now just 2 left. It is S4 and Fear. It is your grand finals matchup, guys. S4 versus Fear. The grand finals will be tomorrow, Sunday, I believe around 21, 22 CET. It will basically become after the grand finals of the Beyond the Summit World... Let's say World Cup. We had the World Tour. This is not the World Tour. The Beyond the Summit Weekend Cup. So guys, thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks for supporting Beyond the Summit. I'm Gods commentating this match. You can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/BDSGods. But more importantly, support Beyond the Summit. We're doing a Kickstarter program because we want to set up a studio. LD and me, we want to go big. We want to have an awesome broadcast studio to commentate all our Dota 2 content from, to have better production qualities, run tournaments out of, do all kinds of fantastic quality content. And for that to be possible, we need your help, guys. So head on over to beyondthesummit.tv. You can check out what we want to do. You can check out where your donations go. And you can see all the cool rewards you can get, from having lessons with us to having chances to commentate with us. We'll commentate your pub games, all kinds of cool content, guys. Check it out, beyondthesummit.tv. If you don't want to donate, that's fine. We only support you give us just by tuning in, watching our broadcast. Supporting our broadcast is fantastic. Anyways, guys, thanks everyone for tuning in. You can check out more details of that over on the Kickstarter page. It's actually an Indiegogo page, but the project as a whole is a Kickstarter for our Beyond the Summit studio here in LA, California. We hope you guys support us, but thanks everyone for tuning in. God's here, tuning out.